Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. Good morning here in Singapore, Asia. Well, guys, it's back. It's me back to for another live stream. Let me know if the audio and video is okay. I am having a new lens this time round. We got a new setup behind, as you can see. Hope the mic is good. I see that there's many people already in the stream. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're gonna have an action-packed stream with lots to unpack. So, but before that, let's go ahead to confirm that everybody's hearing me okay. That's good. And then say hi to the people who have been here even before the stream started. We got Josh F. We got Stanley Eberhardt. Thank you so much. Frank Copeland is also here. Derek O'Rourke has to go and see the replay. Thank you so much. We got Chris Matt also in the house. Just under Anderson is also here. Paul Norman says, "Let's go." My Nicks, as usual, in the house. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I'm OMO Operation GeForce Racing 20. Thank you so much, John Tompkins. Thank you for being here. We've got James Jones, loving the work. Runis is also in the house. Thank you so much. We got it's Jay Gonzo also here. Thank you so much, guys. And we got heroes and villains, of course. Thank you for the support, sharing all our socials and stuff like that. Atom 12, if I got that right. Frolan Lavin, thank you so much. We will go through all of that in just a bit. We got the Juan Carlos in the house as well. Princeton Phalanx, as usual. Great supporters. Chat, good to see you here. We just had a live stream previously. Thank you so much. William Royce, what's good? I'm good. You're good. Hope you were all good. We got also Maji, is that right? 1984. We have Miggy in the house. Thank you so much. Nolan, as usual, thank you so much for joining the stream. Great supporter. Felix Vegans, hope I got the name right. We have a TM Reviews. Thank you so much, sir, for joining. And it's Kato. Thank you so much, sir, for joining the stream. We got Jean Francois Hare. I think got that wrong. T Villain, thank you so much for joining. Adam Barry is also in the house. Thank you so much. And we have Vinny Red. Hello, everybody. Junkion Crafts and Builds, thank you for joining. We're going to have lots of stuff to talk about today. Adam T, good morning to you. Well, good evening to you, I think. Pasano 777, thank you so much for joining. We have Andrew Muller as well. Sci-Fi George, loving the Ramen Racer and looking forward to the Vans, the RAVs, and so on. We're going to be talking about all those things in just a bit. Roll Keeper, good to go. We have Robert Evans also in the house. How's it going? Great tonight. Yep, everybody's good. We have a Whitebeard Michael also in the house. Thank you so much. Marvin Dimaculan. Wow, you guys have great names. Schober. Also here we have SCS Dog. Thank you. Evil Dookie. Thank you for so much. That's a nice, interesting avatar. William Roy says loud and clear. Great, great. That's good, guys. Gun Bunny Customs. Yes. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Wong Kwok Yong, thank you so much for joining. We have Laser Pence, host of the 3POA podcast in the house. Thank you so much for joining, sir. Donald McGuire, thank you for joining. We have Rodrigo Lopez as well. Suka, yes, we are working on that CAC 2.0, so please bear with me. Lots of stuff that's going on. And well, Princeton Felix, have a quick question, right? Do you have contact with Patrick from Right Press? Yes, I have. I will pass on the message to Patrick about your urgency on asking him about the status of the Tiger Orange. I think we have shipped it already, so it depends on the logistics getting it to him. I'm sure he'll process the orders as soon as he gets the stock. All right. All right. Hey, Travis, also in the house, a toy kind of mood. Yo, Travis, we just had a 2.5 hour long stream just a while back. I think 48 hours back, I think. So he was the first live stream that actually had the new setup to go. So yeah, it was a debut, and thank you so much for that very great conversation that we had. I appreciate it very much. George Kenner says hello. Zilius is also in the house, ready to order the mask. There'll be some updates on that as well. NYC Figure Fanatic, what's up, everybody? Judge Dreads, hello to you, sir, as well. All right, guys, just gonna. The comments are coming, and I hope that I will be able to keep track. So I'm going to just maybe look at the comments instead of going at the camera, so I try not to miss out and try to be on abreast of the times, right? Charles Mitchell as well, June Bark. All right, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate everybody joining me. Hit that like button, share the video, and if you can't watch it live, watch the replay. It's all good. It's all the same, right? No changes. And yeah, let's talk about the stream, okay? And today we're going to be talking about the braid car, obviously. And the braid car was a naming convention that I had at the moment of time when we developed the product, which is a van, obviously. And in China, when I'm talking about van, everybody calls it the mianbao ce, right? Mianbao ce here, mianbao ce there. If you do a Google Translate of the van, you'll get that exact translation. And what it means is just a bread car. And I thought, okay, if everybody's calling it a bread car where I'm dealing with it, might as well just try to call it a bread car to see if it works, right? So it was bread car for some time. And then finally, when we are ready to actually go ahead with launching the product now, we are changing the naming convention. And that's all we do. We have Kaizen, we change, we do things to make it better. All right. So I think I will have to kick off this stream without further ado with a presentation of the video that I've done up for the braid car. And I'll be putting it up and then we'll talk about it later on. All right. So hang on tight. Let me just prepare the video, which I think I have it here somewhere. I have it here. Yes, I have it here somewhere. StreamYard has changed the settings a little bit, so I got to do this first. So I'll be right back in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. All right. How you like that, guys? Did the video yesterday, and that is the introduction of the RAVs, the Ramen Economical Van. Okay, that is the naming convention that we're going ahead with the product, and we've got four great colors for your choosing. The prices are there. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. All right. So the video is already up on YouTube, and now we're gonna go ahead to go over the details of the aforesaid mentioned products. Okay, so I'm just gonna share my screen here, and I'm gonna be looking at this. There we go. So let's go start with the um our Rev 01, which is the white. I've mentioned before that the white version, the stock white, is as it is. All right, you guys called for it because we started this whole journey with showing the alpha version, and then there was calls for, can I just have it in plain white, plain black? You asked for it, so here is the white version, and it's gonna be as I've mentioned in the video, right? There's opening doors, obviously, right? The back doors, the side doors, the driver and passenger, which I learned from a toy kind of mood, that the passenger door is called the shotgun door. So learn something new. All right, that's why I put it in there. So kudos to the people who actually mentioned that, and I learned that. That's why I put it into the video. That is a shotgun door. Okay, so it is 18 inches long. It is 7 by 7 inches wide and high. It is obviously made from ABS, and there is the front wheel moves a little bit, pivots a little bit left, side to side to side. You have all these magnetic points where you can actually put on the add-on parts. So if you get a white and you get a Raider, for example, you can put those Raider parts onto your white van. And likewise, if you get a recoil and you get a black, you can put the recoil parts on the black as well. So that's the Rev 01, which is white. Rev 02, which is the all black. Okay. And what I did previously was, when you guys asked for, can I have the add-on parts on the all black? That's why I did a quick adding on the parts, took some pictures and posted it on our Facebook. But I thought to myself, wait a minute, it's just gonna be uh, a black with add-ons. So why not change the colors and make it really different for the add-on parts? So we got the wheels blackened out. We got the silver darkened to be more like steel. And of course, with the add-on parts, it just costs a little bit more. So 110 for the early bird. And obviously, we have the Rev 04 recoil, which was what we started this journey on. And it is at a 125 early bird price, because we have to paint on the whole top section, which is metallic, you know, gray, dark gray, metallic, and then put on that pin red stripe. So all these are paint apps along with the parts that results in a bit of a price differential. All right, so $99 is the early bird price for the stock vans, and regular price is 145. Obviously, basically you're getting it free shipping. Some might just analyze it like that, because I think the shipping for one of these guys is also $50 to the USA. Granted, different areas would have different pricing. For those in Asia, it might be a little bit less. Again, all these shipping questions will be answered when you are able to put this product into the cart and then do a checkout, and then the system will actually show you the shipping cost accordingly for the products. As to some questions about, you know, if I get four, would I get a cut, a break on the shipping? So again, this is something that we have to deal with on a case-to-case basis, because the logistics are able to ship four in one airway bill, and there could be some reduction in price. For example, Ramen Racer 2 shipped would be 90 versus 100 because it's 50 times 2, 100. So there is some price breaks, but all these price breaks would have to be dealt with on a case to case basis because when it comes to shipping with logistics, it's all about quotation. They want to know the exact dimensions, the total quantity. So everything comes into play. We can't just extrapolate. If we extrapolate, either we go on one or the other side of the spectrum. Either we overcharge you or we undercharge you, right? So it's always going to be a case of quotation. And as anybody who is in the logistics business will know that prices can change today and then tomorrow or next week or next month. It's just so volatile, shipping prices. So yeah, that is so much for shipping. Any questions, please do email us at sales@ramentoy.com, and my colleagues there will do our best to answer each query. Note that we are still an operation that's pretty slim, and you know if I get 50 comments a day, I will spend probably 2 hours answering those comments sometimes. So imagine if have you guys supporting the project, and then hundreds of people starts emailing us about shipping. It's going to take us some time to get back to everybody. So please understand, although we will have to sit down and do a round table with the team and say how can we solve this issue of lots of people coming in, and then it comes to a bottleneck where we need to look at and address all the queries and emails. I mean, there has to be a way. Large corporations probably do it. Tele marketers or something. People who goes to the phone or to the email and just type generic replies or automated. But we don't want that. We don't want to have an automated system whereby it's so cold, there's nobody's attending to you. There's no point having that reply because it means nothing, right? We want the reply to mean something. So it's still something that I think even the highest ranking people and even the biggest of corporations might be still working out because the bigger they are, granted, they have millions of inquiries, not just hundreds. All right, so that's so much for the economical van, right? We had a launch, and these are the prices, and the rest, as they say, is just go ahead and place those orders, guys. It's coming out first quarter next year. It's not going to be a 1 year wait because this is already tooled. In fact, I am refining the tooling. I'll be sending out a sample or two to some people to do some early reviews. And obviously, right, with the reviews currently online for the Ramen Racer, you can somewhat tell of the make and quality, and hopefully there's enough faith there to put your order in for these, I think, vans that everybody want to have. So yeah, place the order. It is a great price. We always advocate to order with us on the early bird. And yeah, we're shipping on first quarter, right? First quarter this time around. No delays. Everything is all tooled. All right. And I just got some questions here that I just saw. I'll just quickly address it. TJ Thomas asked, "Does the Raider come with 4 seats?" No, only the recoil comes with 4 seats. I think it's actually very clear in our description. All right. So for this guy, the description says it's written there. You guys can go read it. Okay. But for the recoil, we made a special mention there that says the van can accommodate a driver and 3 passengers via a secondary row of seats. Okay. So only the recoil has a secondary row of seats, which is all there. Whereas the Raider, there is no mention of a secondary row of seats. Okay, so that's for that. Let me just go through the comments to see. Oh, there's some already asking if it's already up. Let's see. Let me know if it's already up. I got to check to see the team already put it up. Maybe not yet. Just have to wait, right? Because now it's like 8:30 a.m. in the morning. So the whole idea was after the stream, the vans will go up for pre-order. So maybe within the stream itself, I will just keep checking and refreshing. It's my turn to refresh to check out what's happening. All right. So since we're at it, I'm gonna just take a moment to go through the chat, right? And then so that I don't what you call it lose track of time. So thank you for the super chat, Princeton Phalanx 59. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. And there's a question here from Andres Herta. Hello, Ace. I have an issue with my Ramen Racer. The magnets on the back of the car and the taillights are repelling each other, and the other taillight doesn't fit. Been emailing. I would the issue fixed. Yes, we will get to your inquiry. We are actually compiling, as I mentioned in the last stream, actually, we're compiling all the defects and replacements, and we will consolidate it. In fact, we already have some of the parts. We just need to get it shipped to Singapore, where the team will then, disseminate all the parts required to be sent to each individual customer one by one. So definitely, we will get that fixed. So no worries, Andres. I'll just take a screenshot of this and then send it to my team to make sure that it is taken care of. So just give me 1 second here. All right, there we go. So yeah, it will be done, right? Just have some patience. All right. I'm gonna go through the chat is hopping, man. Thank you so much. Guys, we have like 200 people watching. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for joining the Ramen Toy stream to listen to me speak about some plastic toys. Really appreciate it. Okay, will the pre-order sell out? No, the pre-order will not sell out. We are taking pre-orders. We only sell out once we are in production. We have a set number of quantities, and then that quantity is adjusted on our inventory system in the website. And once we sell out of that, then it's sold out. Okay, we don't sell out of pre-orders. So the van will go up today. Yes, the van, David, is going up today. Like I mentioned, it's actually 31st August here, 8 hours in. For you guys, you might be just going into the 31st. So yes, it is gonna be going up really, really soon. All right. So Robert Evans, yes, you can submit the orders really soon. So guys, just hang on a little bit. I hope that the orders will be going up really soon. Not to worry. Okay. So in the meantime, let's go ahead to talk about the other pre-order that we're extending. Okay. So I'm just gonna again share the screen. And we are going to be looking at this. All right. So the orders for the Amphisbaena, to be very clear and transparent, is that we're still under the goal to get the blast effects. In fact, it's there for all to see. The Amphisbaena is currently at about like below 400 units ordered. Not so good, but it's okay, right? We will see how it goes. So hopefully that if we get these accessory packs now available for sale that the Amphisbaena's orders can jump a little bit. All right. So you can now also have the bridge as black to place on your Amphisbaena. You can now also have the rocket launcher to be placing on your Amphisbaena. Prices are the same, early bird prices. Okay. And in addition, we have as well the desert color for those who have ordered the Joe Fest exclusives Hunter, which is a desert color. So you can now add these to your order. Obviously, this might not be applicable to those who did not get their hands on the desert version, but for those who did, this is answering your call for the desert bridge as well as the desert rocket launcher. Okay, everything available on pre-order now. The offer has been extended. Pre-order for early bird price, guys, is still early bird price. It's on our website now. Offer ends 20th of September. That's written there on the scrolling marquee banner. RAV early bird extension to 20th of September. After that, we will close the early bird pre-order and prices will revert back to their respective retail suggested retail price. And of course, there is the $50 deposit option. You don't have to pay everything up front. So please think about it, make use of the offer of the deposit, and then place your orders for these guys and not regret it later on. All right. So that is the announcement for the RAVs. New colors for bridge and rocket launcher in desert and black, so that everybody is taken care of. Everybody is happy, hopefully. Black tanks with black accessories, desert tank with desert accessories, and then the green ones that's already on our website. All right. So hopefully that is resolved. And then next, I will be talking about the stuff that is currently on the plate, as well as certain things that we're working on. So first up, we have completed shipping the Aces. Not focusing. Okay. All right. Acer Aviation has shipped. And for those who have it already, you will notice that the figures are sort of like that, which has been reviewed a few times on social media. So it's all good. And again, for those who may experience some issues with the stickers, right, that might be peeling off the edge. So what I did here was I just simply applied some hair dryer heat. So if you don't even need to buy a special heat gun, just get your hair dryer, right? The heat that your hair dryer has, you just sort of put it on, and then you can just adhere the sides of the sticker onto the curvature of the arm. This has been done in the past 3 days, going on the fourth day already, and there's no issues there, right? So that is for a bit of the sticker. And then we are already shipping um, the Marshall as well. There's a sample I have over there. The Marshall box. All right. So this is already out, being distributed to all customers as well as retailers. So you should be getting your Marshall really soon. All right. So Acer Aviation delivered, Marshall delivered. Again, it was supposed to be second quarter of this year. So now it's August. So July, August, so 2 months late from the latest date of second quarter, which is June, right? So apologies for the delay, but nonetheless, we make sure that everything is good. We had some delays due to manufacturing, obviously, no other reasons, and it's out now. So ASOL Aviation delivered, Marshall delivered. Next would be right. All right, you guys want this? It's coming, right? It's coming. That's all I can show you for now. Don't want to be too boisterous about it. And that brings us to the other topic, which is again, I can't really talk about it because we are in negotiations. So we don't want to talk about it because we can't talk about it, right? So let's not put ourselves in a spot. Let's follow the rules, and hopefully we will have some good news to share in the coming months. And then if your mind is like going like, wait a minute, he just showed this, and all will be explained when it's time to explain. Okay, that's why you have to stay in touch with our social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, live streams, because everything will be shared and explained in due course, right? In the moment, it is just like that. We're shipping that, we're talking about that. And for Makina itself, we are going to develop it into our own IP really soon. There is some plans to speak with people like Gary G, who has been doing our box art, to collaborate on a new IP continuation on, aforesaid mentioned IP to make it our own. So it's all exciting time to hit, especially now with the Kickstarter and indie companies, really changing the landscape of collectibles. People want more than just rehashing the old. So yeah, we are looking into that. And of course, Titanium Titans is going to be the first such IP that we are going to be introducing to collectors. So stay tuned for that as well. I'll have more updates as and when I have it. All right. So what do we have here? Chat is hopping, man. 215 people watching. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Oh, Rev is online now. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Um, I'll stop this. I will remove this, and I will look at this. Refreshing. There we go. All right. So let's share the screen. Thank you so much, SCS Dog, for keeping tabs on the Ramen Toy website and letting us all know that the product is now up on our website. So www.ramentoy.com in case you don't know, right? And we have the Braid, not Braid anymore, REVs, guys, is up. I'm excited. You are excited? I'm excited. The white, the black, the Raider, and the Recoil coming to you first quarter 2025. Reviews coming up really soon by people that you trust and know on YouTube. All right. So that is it for refs. And then now we're going to continue with the rest of the stream. We are 37 minutes in. Not bad. We're doing good on time. I'm going to be talking next about the 80s Commanders, right? Since we got that on the website. So even the 80s Commanders, we are shipping this I would say October, because we're gonna finish the batch in September, which is soon, right? Tomorrow will be September, and then we're finishing up the Phantom foil. So Phantom foil, right down below here. Let's see. Where's the phantom foil? Oh, that's strange. I'm gonna have to check. So it's gotta be here somewhere, the phantom foil. So there's a phantom foil here. There's maybe a glitch from the updating on the website. Let's see, just do a foil. There we go. So phantom foil is in production right now after the long wait. I think this is the longest product we've actually created. I think it's 2 years. I think. All right. So let this be the first and only project that's like that. Because seriously, guys, there is just no demand for this thing. We're still on early bird, but we learned, right? We learned. So Phantom Foil is shipping in October, as is with the commanders. Those that ordered the commanders. Okay, so that's shipping. And then since we're on the subject, we are going to be showcasing the antagonist scientist colored prototype really, really soon. Also, we are actually going to Asia Pop in Malaysia at the end of September. I think it's 27 or 28. I forgot. So 20 around those dates, we're going to be in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. If you are in Kuala Lumpur, go check us out and say hi. Okay, and we'll be showing those things at the show definitely, right? So antagonist scientists will be shown at Asia Pop, as well as some other samples that I'll be preparing right now, gearing up for the show. So that is that. And then obviously we also have the verse hits. So I actually showed off the verse hits recently via Facebook, some photos, but I wasn't so pleased with how the coloration of the hit. So we went back to redo a paint master, and then I should be having those with new pictures come the next week. So we're currently on Saturday, tomorrow Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'll probably have those one of those days. I'll show the new pictures of the verse hits, the verse 4, 5, and 6, and then we're gonna rehash the verse 1, 2, and 3 with some differences, especially basically the difference will be on the hair, the color of the hair. Okay, so those guys who actually bought in on the first production of the verse hits will not have a reissue coming up. It's gonna have a different color hit, more. You'll see it. Okay, so let the pictures do the talking. So there's going to be verse 1, 2, and 3 for pre-order. There's going to be 4, 5, and 6 as well. Okay, that's going to be the verse hits. And then as for the CAC 2.0, we're still working on revising the interior so that it is to the T of what I think it should be. Currently, what we have, again, it's a Suka actually sent us his 3D files, which I've actually told him that I'll modify to what I think would work. And then currently we are in that development. Once things are ready to show, I'll definitely show it to you guys. All right. So that's CAC 2.0, as well as CAC set itself. We're already starting production. So the first batch was sold out. People requested for more. We got a pre-order out to gauge what are the numbers that we need. We got the numbers consolidated, and now we're starting production. So if I'm not mistaken, again, just like Keck said, the first time round we wanted to ship in December. This time we will be able to ship in December. No problems at all. Okay. Bones and Barbarian, as you can see there, scrolling. For those of you who know about what we displayed at PowerCon, it is not happening. It is happening, just that we are revising certain things, right? How would the articulation on the boned dinosaur work? How would the clasps work on catching the figure? So all these have been revised, is now being assembled. Once again, if I have the whole thing in hand next week, more pictures, more updates, on what it's going to look like, as well as the figures. Again, revisiting some of the articulation, and then once we have it, that will be probably a bit later, right? That will probably take us to end of October. So I'll have more updates then. But I think right now we can actually show the bones first, and then the figures would come later. And then once we get it colored up, a pre-order might be imminent around the end of the year. That is the current timeline plan. Okay, so that is that. And then Gacha Man, I can't really share any pictures right now, other than that we are sending the images to the licensor for approval. Once the licensor gives the initial comments, then I can actually go ahead to show you guys what was done to date. And then this would probably be revealed during the next stream in and around September or early October. All right, because we have a full packed September to get ready for the show, and then after the show, we're actually shooting off to Shanghai for Wonder Festival as well. So time is tight. I'm not sure how I can juggle another live stream, but I'll do my best to slot one in if I have the time before the show. Else, it's gonna be in October after Wonder Festival. All right, so if that makes sense. Okay, well, 235 people, good folks, watching me ramble on about some of ramen. What's ramen cooking? And what is ramen cooking in terms of, let me get a sip first. In terms of the marshal, right? We just showed the marshal, but the marshal needs his companion. So let's go ahead to share the screen of this guy. All right. And I need to actually get my trackpad so I can maneuver the image. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Just give me a second. All right. So guys, this is the painted prototype of 3.0 that we showed off as a gray prototype in PowerCon last year. Granted, it's now been a year since that prototype, and it's still a prototype now. That's just because we have projects lined up, and having this guy uh, thinking about how to articulate him was the challenge. But finally, we decided to waste no more time and just go ahead to have him with limited articulation for the hair piece and head. So normally you would want the head to articulate up and down, left and right. But this time round, he will articulate via his neck, where the neck will just go a little bit up, more down, and then left and right. So there will be no articulation point for the top of the head joining to the neck. So that is after final reviews. We can't really figure out how to make the hair, because dissecting the hair is not nice. Getting fabric, real hair sort of fibers is we're not sure if that's going to look good. So we're just going to go ahead and use the scalp, because he has really, really good volume of hair, right? So his volume of hair, the way it is, right? The whole physics of it, right? The fact that it actually wraps around his back already restricts any, you can forget about any up motion, because this part here, the more up it goes, the more it goes into the body, the back, which is illogical. All right. So yeah, guys, but this is not the final colors yet, right? As you can see, there's many aspects on the legs here that is not painted. So I'll be making sure those are nicely propped up so that he looks better than what you're seeing now as an all white arm and an all white leg. But other than that, the body is going to be somewhat like this. The weapon is like that. And then once we have this shirt up, then maybe it could be a pre-order around December, which was supposed to be a December pre-order last year. All right. So 1 year late, but better late than never, as they say. Okay. And then another bit of a look into the telephone booth. So that is an actual prototype of the booth and the phone itself with the coil, the cord of the phone. And I will only be able to show more of the mask once we have finalized the prototype, which at the point of time of me taking this picture, we're still doing some fine tune. So as I mentioned in maybe previous announcements or sharing of updates, that we are looking into getting this thing ready in September, and I'll be able to give updates then, right? We're still a little bit to finish, and I don't want to actually overwhelm everybody with all these too many updates. All right. Okay. Let's see. Stop sharing. Okay. Okay. Whew. That's pretty much it, guys, I think. And let's look at the chat. Let's look at the chat. Okay. I know I am just the chat is just whizzing by. I think we got some super chats as well. Kato came in with a $2 thinks that ramen needs some cowboys. I think so too. Thank you so much, Kato. Eric with the $5. Ace Ola has Agent Scully only with the Ramen Racer and not the Tiger Orange. Oh, was Agent Scully only. Um, if you are among the first 1,000 customers, you will get the flame hit. And if you didn't, then please do email us at sales@ramentoy.com, and we will look into your order. If it is something that qualified for the flame hit, but we didn't give it, we'll definitely give it to you. All right, no problems there. It might have been missed. Okay. So let's start from the bottom up. Still need that hidden elevator under the phone booth. That's gonna be another thing. You need 80s ninjas, Mark Davis. 80s ninja figures. I think I think Riot Press might be doing something like that. So look out for that. Gary Horton. No kit announcement. Well, what can I say? We are actively looking to get the cooperation of the license, but currently we have heard nothing back. So I can't really say anything about it. Neither can I show anything about it because we don't want to, again, jump the gun. So just have to wait. But I'm optimistic that if that way we can't do it, we can always find another way. All right. So just please bear with us, and we shall see how it goes. Okay. We have Larkin's Lair with a $10. Thank you so much. Keep up the good work. Ramen Toy is awesome. And Shin Ramen is the best instant ramen. You know what? Shin actually is the word for new, right? When you go to Japan, you see like Shinjuku or Shin Yokohama or Shin something. That means it's the new. So they actually have a new upgrade version of that place, and hence it's called Shin. So actually, Shin Ramen could be a upgraded ramen toy version in the future, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, that's what it means. Thank you so much, Larkin Slayer. Appreciate it. All right. Oh, Gary in the house. Who got the great white? Who got the great white? Can I get chom chom from the peeps up there? Who got the great white? Is it a conversation that you guys are having? Let's see. Yes, there we go. Shin Godzilla. George Kenner knows what I'm talking about. Shadow Knows Network, what's up? We got 4 orders for the break car from the whole team. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. It's rolling, it's rocking. Okay, no shipping to Hawaii. Okay, there is some issues with the shipping company that we are engaging. For some reason, there are locations like Hawaii, Puerto Rico, that they don't ship to. Not that we don't ship to. We would love to ship internationally, but if they don't ship there, there's pretty much not much we can do until we find another shipper that ships there. So we are on the case. In the meantime, I think what would be good is that if you can ask US resellers like BBTS, Hella Dope, Toy Stalker, if they are carrying ramen stuff that you want, and then if they actually ship to Hawaii. That's what we can recommend at the moment. All right. So very sorry that we don't ship currently to these places. Again, it's limitations. Not much we can do, but we're going to do our best to improve the situation. Okay. All right. So there's so many things going on, and I'm going to do my best to answer all the comments. Oh yes, I mentioned that this is the Q&A section now. Let me just see if I miss anything. So I've done this one, updated on 3.0. We've updated on the extension. If there's anything I miss, I will probably just remember it a bit later on. Oh, actually missed showing the ref. I was supposed to show this the moment the video ended. So sorry. So this is exactly the Raider without the parts, because I've actually sent the parts off to Gary to make the artwork for the van. So he's actually got the white car with the black parts. All right, just to show you, this is what we're talking about. Okay, so I'm just gonna address the elephant in the room on right on. So when you guys get this, okay, um, I hope that you can understand that this is not cheap plastic, because even if it sounds like cheap plastic, that's because it's hollow inside, right? It's a it's an ABS that's hollow. So to some it might feel like cheap plastic, but it's the same plastic that makes all the stuff with ABS. So this ABS, okay. Obviously there's a way to reduce this kind of sound if we put in, a inner layer, right? There's many ways to make this feel really premium, but with really premium feels comes a really premium price. This is supposed to be the economical van, okay? So we made it so that it meets the price. So it is hefty. Like I think Big Dub, who have handled it, would attest, and those guys at Joe Fest who held the test shot would attest. But just in case, all right, if this suddenly feels like cheap plastic, it isn't. Okay. All right. Let me carry on to address the other stuff. Okay, I think I'm caught up here. I am going to. So we're just almost at the hour mark. Doing good time. Okay, looking through for any questions. So it's not specifically for customs, but it is available for customs. That means we are not making this specifically for people to custom themselves. No, it is a ready to go van. white, black, whichever, it's good to go. But if you want to customize it yourself, then it's good for custom, but it is not made for custom specifically. All right, just to be clear, because we're not selling a model kit. So Matthew asked, is there any way we could put weapons inside the walls like a magnet hook or sticky tack? Is there any way we can put weapons inside the walls? I think this is something that we might be working on with potentially a partner. I don't want to say it yet because there's no agreement yet. So that potentially a partner that's working on this, and then yes, there should be availability to actually get more accessories for the van. So once we get the van out and into the hands of these great artists and creators, then you know, funny to say it, but the third party will do the parts for the third party. All right. Yes, Robert, and there will be, and there is plans to go on to make this our own thing. Hey, Will, thank you for joining. Thank you so much. All in on the recoil. The shipping price is approximately 50 US, as I mentioned, for the States. That's what I know. And if you're in other countries and areas, and hopefully not the places that we don't ship to, then check out and the shipping price will be shown automatically. And if there's still any queries, please do email us at sales@ramentoy.com and we'll do our best to get back to you as soon as we can with the answers on shipping. Armored vehicles, the tanks will be due for a fourth quarter of next year delivery because we just launched it. We are collecting orders now. And after collection of orders, we will tool. And once tooling starts, it's going to take that time to get it to you guys. So that's what it is. But of course, we are doing our best to expedite at all costs. So I'm skipping some of these comments, but I really appreciate all these, pledges for ordering tree. That's awesome, and all these things. I really appreciate it all. But to ensure that we save everybody's time, I'm gonna run through and look for questions. And when there's questions, then I will answer it. And I really do apologize if I miss anything. So yes, seats for the will there be seats for the back of the recall? Yes, I just went through that as well. In the description of the product itself, it does mention that there are a secondary row of seats for the recoil. Yes, the Raider comes with the canopy with the four lights. So if you reference the images on the website, you'll be able to see it. There's currently no limit on quantities. I don't think. Uh, I'm not sure if anybody is going to be ordering like more than five, 4, 5 pieces. So there's no limit. If something happens, then we will act accordingly. For example, if somebody checks out with like 100 pieces, then you should probably go and get uh, a wholesale discount versus buying 100 pieces. So yeah, there's no limit, and it's not time. Oh, it's time for the price. So it's until the 1st of October is when the early bird for the events close because there's only 30 days in September, so we can't do 31st. We launch on 31st August. We can't close it on 31st of September, so it's going to spill into 1st of October. The extra parts does not come with the basic models. Again, what you see is what you get for all the vans in the description and pictures on the website. The video mentioned 18 inches long, not 17. It's 7 in height and width, but it's 18 inches long. Yeah, the bread is converted into ramen's economical vans. Thank you, Neil. And we will sort out the shipping as best as we can. Okay, Josh, that's some. I thought you were mentioning. I thought it was a question. So I saw super glue. Okay. How do these tires compare with the Ramen Racer? So the Ramen Racer has harder tires, and then these guys have softer tires. Can you focus? All right. So goodness me. There we go. So these guys would have softer tires. It's still hard, but it's definitely softer than the Ramen Racer, right? Once you get it in hand, you will know. And I guess when reviewers get it in hand, they can just make a note on that. So it is definitely more pliable than the Ramen Racer because the Ramen Racer is solid PVC. That's right. I think it's not bad, not too bad for a recoil. You got to add shipping though, right? So shipping is 50, and 50 it's we swim it across the ocean, and then once it hits the dock, let's say in the US, and then UPS then pick it up. That's how the whole thing works, right? If that thing with all that volume is actually just um carried over by air, it's going to be more than 50, at least 100 to 120, I think, based on last time I checked. So you're getting, a savings if you're not in a rush to get it. But then again, it's not really a rush because we are delivering in first quarter. It's a matter of after we delivered it from the factory, how fast does it get to your home? All right, guys, I'm checking all the comments as best as I can for questions. I am like 30 minutes behind. Can you make so Josh F is asking, can you make a 112 microchip figure? Microchip figure. It's an overweight white guy with glasses. Okay. I'll have to Google and check it out. All right. Yes, the recoil has rear seats. No light features because we decided that we want to make a economical version. All right. So yes, there could be economical versions with light up, but just the way it's done, you know, just the way it's done, it's difficult to light up the back, right? The back is hard to light up if the battery or power is going to be here, because you have this door to open. All right. Hold on. Not sure why it's stuck at the moment. Oh, there we go. So again, if this door is open, we run the wires in a way that this current tool would not be economical, right? So that is the thing. Um, it is it is the economy in mind when we design it to meet the price with the tooling involved. That's why there's no light up, because once we have the light up, it's going to change the way the model is put together. More parts, more stuff, more costs, higher price. All right, so Amos, that is why there's no light features. Hope you understand. So I think I gone through this. No, there's no 4 seats for the Raider. Hey Oscar, shipping to South America, please do email again sales@ramentoy.com and let us know the exact location in South America, and then my guys will get back to you. Again, I'm not too sure if it's doable. I don't really see that many South American destinations that we ship to, just based off my vague understanding, but we'll see. Okay. So previously, when we first announced the mask, we talked about two colors because again, it was because people are asking, I want a cartoon color. I don't want a realistic color. Okay, so we got two colors. But upon more analysis, we will not be offering two colors, but rather just one color for the initial launch of the mask. And we will paint it in such a way or color it in such a way that it is a in between a cartoon and a realistic setting. So what you see of the final mask, you can call it cartoon, you can also call it realistic, and then it helps everybody by just having one version versus too many versions, right? It really does affect our production and administrative and logistics management. So that's the decision to go with just one thing, because again, we already have many other products that have multiple SKUs, and then this one with multiple SKUs also adds up to more work. So it's all part of trying to reduce the workload at the moment, because if you have one thing, it's easier for most people to handle. If you have two things, it makes it a bit more difficult for the average person to handle. Three things, even worse. Four things, you're juggling. So it's just trying to help ourselves reduce errors and stuff like that for the time being, until we have such a system where we can introduce more options and variety and not risk people getting it wrong and then landing the wrong order to the customers who ordered the actual other thing, right? So there's already been some of these mixed up with the Ramen Racer. You ordered an orange, you got a black. That's exactly what happened, because we had the same packaging for both cars. Again, so with this lesson, we're going to not do this in future. There has to be unique packaging for unique colors, so that the people handling it will not mix it up. Because what we have right now, somebody like who is like, I mean, I expect people to be sharp, right? You look at the label, it marks there that it is orange, it marks there that it is black. So by right, if you look at it, you wouldn't get the wrong thing, but people still get it wrong because the people handling all these are not, maybe as sharp as what I would hope to be, and then things get mixed up. All right, so one color for the mask for the launch, and then if there is a demand, we will cater to that as we go along. So chat, all these, how do we get on the early bird thing for the Raider? It's all on a website. Please go check out ramentoy.com and you'll probably see the Raider available right now. In fact, maybe I will just do a quick one. Okay, so go to our website. It's ramentoy.com. Raider, click on that, and then that's the Raider. Add it to cart, and you're good to go. Bob's your uncle. Okay. Trying to catch up. It's like 9:13 now. I'm at the 8:30 comments. All right, one more thing here. I'm gonna again uh, send this off to my guys. So yes, please, I apologize for your wait. It's been a week, and we will get you the reply soon so that you can get the correction of your Ramen Racer. All right. So sorry about that. All right. Looking through the comments for questions. Yes, Fire Talks. It's on the website right now. You just want to see how the bread cast scales for the Ramen Racer. Okay, it's right there. So you have the, the racer and the van. So they are both like 18 inches long, right? So they pretty much scale up. I will take a picture later because right now, even if I take this here, I can't really show the difference. So it's over there, and if you need to, I will take some pictures later on. All right. So unfortunately, because the pre-order is shipping in the first week of first quarter of next year, we will not be doing the deposit. We're requesting for full payment so that once it is done, we can just go. Versus once it's done, and then we take time again to reach out to get the remainder payment. Whereas for the armored vehicles, it's a 1 year away project. So we opted for the $50 to help everybody out. But for the RAVs, vans, it's shipping really soon. Thank you so much. So for this overbite, we actually have 3D models drawn, but not yet into prototype. Purple Ray, as you have seen, we have already finished the prototype, but we are again needing to wait and hold until the light turns green again. Okay, so that's all I can say for the moment. I'm also eager to get Purple Ray out. Yes, and that's actually more than that. That's actually more than that, which it can't fit because the scrolling bar can only fit 200 words, letters, and what we have actually is going to be more than that. So I just sort of did these as I thought would be the most immediate things, but there's actually more stuff that we're working on. Not for the vans, not for the vans, because the vans have a different uh what's the word I'm looking for? A different skill metrics, right? We're not getting this to tool. It's already tool. The money has already been invested for the tooling. This thing is tool. It's good to go, right? So there is no tiers in this case. Same questions back to back. So there's none. I would love that too, Tommy. But as you know, music is also copyrighted. Oh, just a quick question since I'm talking about music. This is just so random. I'm a big fan of the Queensryche, Another Rainy Night music. And I'm not sure whether can I actually buy the rights to that music alone. Anybody who knows what in the music scene. In fact, I was going to ask Gary actually, because I think Gary is in the music scene. Yeah, I'm trying to. It just came to my mind, right? That can I actually just buy the rights to that one music, because I want to play the starting of it as our ramen toy introduction. And if I can just get the rights to play that's just the start of it, it's like I think like 5 seconds only, or 8 seconds. That's it. So let me know, guys. Yes, what email, please email all the issues with the racer to that particular email, sales@ramentoy.com, and everyone will be made whole. No issues there. Yes, the tanks early bird date has already been extended to the 20th right there of September. Thank you so much, Cappy Sama. What are verse hits? Verse hits are hits that is meant to complement Mattel's He-Man figures. So that's what it is. You can go check out our website for that. You can go check and search on YouTube for some reviews. Will the Amphisbaena and parts like the phalanx ship at the same time? Yes. Yes, they are shipping at the same time. And again, orders consolidated. We have got to check again with case by case to see how we can get the best possible shipping price for those that bought everything with all the add-ons. All right. But in fact, I think that the team has done a tremendous work putting up different weight and corresponding rates so that when you actually check out with a whole list of stuff, the actual final shipping price is already there. And that is the price that will encompass your whole order, I think. Thank you, Kato. Appreciate it. I'm looking for questions. So answered this already. There is no deposit system because we are shipping really soon. We need to get things into production. If you place a deposit now, is the balance owed for the early bird? Yes, it's only for the early bird. So the whole idea is that you can secure the early bird price with the $50 deposit. That's the whole reason behind it. So if the early bird finishes and the price is not the so whatever you see the price at the time of your order is the price you're going to pay. So let's again take a look at the website. Okay, so let's go to the RAVs. My internet is okay. There we go. So let's say you want to look at the Hunter, right? 1,112 units sold. We are still away. I think we can probably hit this target and give everybody the blast effect. So you see here, if you are looking at 140 US dollars, and if you buy it at this price, you put $50 down on this price. The moment this price goes away after the 20th of September, you will see this price, which is 190. And then on your $50 will be a deposit against 190. All right. So that's how it works. Hopefully I answered the question. That's why I'm urging everybody to go and put that deposit if you want the tanks. It's the best possible price. Honestly, the aces are awesome, right? Oh my god, look at that. I have them right here. Oh my god. Oops. The camera is good, but it's not very fast at focusing. Oh, come on. I think I'll just forget it. Yeah, for some reason, it's good, it's clear, but it's not that good at focusing. Oh, man. All right, sorry about that, guys. Wasted about 20 seconds of your time. Yes, we'll be working on this as a separate IP. I'll have to talk about this with my guys, and then hopefully by once we hash out all the details, we'll make an announcement. Marshall is already shipping. Oscar, there is a lapse between when the product physically goes out and when the system is updated. So when you see unfulfilled, but it's already out, that sort of situation. And then again, we're trying our best. We'll review, we'll sit down and then see how we can best review and make the system better so that once we have it out, it automatically updates as soon as possible from unfulfilled to shipped. Okay. It's something that we need to do, but I think in the list of things to do, making the product deliver, making it in production and delivering it is more important than sorting out website to have emails sent automatically and all these things. Yes, it's something to be done, but it's not top priority, right? If we focus on our efforts to make this thing happen, then we are not having the resources to make the actual product and make it good and shipping it on time. So please do um, bear with us on this aspect. Yes, Asus uh, are shipping. Yes, if you ordered after the pre-order, that means it's in stock now. You order it now, it will be processed as soon as possible to be packed and shipped. So once you get an order to us, thank you so very much. The order is received by our colleague. They send the instructions to the logistics at the warehouse that has our stock, and then they'll process it and they'll send it. Okay. All right. A non-related question, but as I mentioned, I just got a new lens with a new camera, and the camera actually is the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II, and the lens is also a Sony f1.4, or is it one? Let's see. Yes, 1.4. So f1.4 E mount. So I got this because I wanted the stream to be as clear as possible for you guys as and when I show things. Again, the problem is that the processor of the, as this is not a camera review, by the way, but since we're at it, it's obvious that the processor of the ZVE1 is not as fast, right? To change between the focus. That's why, if see, it takes time. It should be instant. So this is a matter of like 1, 2, 3 seconds. One, two, see. So if we want to improve on that 1, 2 seconds, then we have to get a much more expensive camera to function with the lens. The lens is fine. It's the camera that is not able to change in time. So this ZVE10 Mark II is not an expensive camera, right? But again, I just demonstrated how it's a bit slow. All right, enough of that. It's not a camera review. Let's get back to the toys. All right. But thanks for highlighting that. I wanted to, at least you guys saw the difference, and that's good. All right. Time now is almost at the 90-minute mark, and I think I'm going to quickly go through all these comments to find questions and start to wind this stream down because I still need to get to the factory. It's a Saturday, but I still need to get to the factory to attend to a lot of stuff that we're working on. And I do apologize if I do miss any questions along the way. I am doing my best to make sure that everything is addressed. I love these live streams, a chance to interact so personally with everybody who's here. Even though it's just words and comments, the interaction is real because I also watch live streams and I can understand the uh, feelings and emotions that comes with such a event. How many orders placed so far depends on what is your question. If it's for the RAVs, the counter is online to be checked. Nothing there is all transparent. This something is something that we can look at because I know the license holder, and we spoke about it before. But I just need to see I got to weigh between which one will deliver more harvest for us, because the moment we get ourselves into a IP that is not really bringing in the sales, then it's a bit of a snack in a cock in the wheel that actually we want it to be much more smooth and get into bigger things. So the thing about this Tiger Orange is that in the original run, we only received less than 500 orders. So it's not even enough for MOQ. And now that people have it in hand, they say, can I just order the orange again? But if we did that and made a pre-order, and if the numbers are like 200, then how do we even make that production? But I will speak to my team. We'll have a meeting and say, hey, do you want to just go ahead to make another 500? And then if we sell 200, we have 300 left to sell. Okay. I will ask in the meeting, and then I'll get back to you guys just in time for the pre-orders at the end of September for new Ramen Racers, which I mentioned is going to be different from the original batch. Blackened tires, blackened wheels, interior darkened, and a total package for the Ramen Inferno versus buying a stock car and then adding on flames. Again, there's going to be color changes inside, so it's not going to be an exact replica. And because we're taking away the interchange pack now, we might revise it for something else. It's going to be different. Okay, along with the Ramen Razor, which will also be available as a separate pack that you can use to add on to your racer. And if you want to buy the whole thing with all the different colors on the car itself, then you buy the whole package of the Razor. And then if we insert the Tiger Orange this time, we might just call it the General Lee. Then with the stickers all applied and shown, no more like, do you want stickers? Do you don't want stickers? No, it's just going to be stickers. If you don't want it, don't buy it. If you want it, buy it. That sort of thing. Again, no promises, but I'll have to speak with the guys and see how they would want to take the risk of doing it. Okay, guys, we are scrolling through. 3-0 does not transform, unfortunately. Apologies again on this. We don't ship to Hawaii. It's not that we don't ship, I mentioned. It's because the people we're working with has no forms of shipment, or they will come back to us with a ridiculous price for shipping it there. So that is what we're dealing with. I'm so sorry. Until we find a solution, currently we can't ship to Hawaii, not because we can't, but because they can't, or because it's just too expensive to do it. The ship date is October. William, thank you so much. All right. Hey, Ken from the Retro Toy Escapades. Looking forward to your review on the Aces and the Marshall. Uh, I teased Kit, did I? I think so. Maybe, not sure. Wait a minute. And now the 18 van. Yeah, all these are not sure about Street Hawk and Blue Thunder, but that one, the field Kickstarter needs a revival. So we'll look into that. I hope to start prototyping really soon. Yes, I in fact have a picture on Facebook where the street scene was placed on top of the mask. So again, just to have a quick overview, the mask is basically street and sewer together. It's called the mask. You can buy the street by itself, you can buy the sewer by itself, but if you buy both together, it's called the mask, modular underground sewer command. And if you buy the super mask, you will get that section plus the other section to the left, which is not sold separately. So that is the marketing thing that we thought about, and that's the way it's done. Right? So the sidewalk cannot be wider, because if it's wider, then you cannot fit like the Ramen Racer. So, but we will look into it. Maybe we have wider sidewalks tooled, so that if you want wider sidewalks, you can put it there. If you decide to put your car there, then you change it to the narrow sidewalk. Okay. So that, thank you, Zilius, for that comment, because it has just gotten me thinking. My brain worked, and then I'm gonna do this, and then my team is gonna roast me like, oh, you're changing it again, or the factory is gonna like, oh, you're changing it again. So, but yeah, if it makes sense, we'll do it, and that's what we do. All right. Not exactly, because I think he needs a door, and our booth doesn't have a door. Not that I'm going to be adding a door because it's just too much, but I might do a dot version in the future. Okay, now no door. It's going to be too much. Thank you for the nice comments, Ronaldo. Sounds like a very famous footballer. Thank you so much. Can you make muscular horses to go with fantasy figures? Let's see. Let's see. There are some like horses in the market done by other companies. If those do not suffice, then we will look into what we can do that is different. But thank you so much, right, for supporting the tanks and stuff. Daniel, please do email sales@ramentoy.com and ask about Pennsylvania. I am not sure why it wouldn't ship there if it's a inland state. So please do uh, drop us an email and ask. Maybe it's a glitch in the system. All right. So chat, yes, we take full payment for the van now because we're shipping really soon. That's correct. 30 is sculpted by Luke. And Gregory, good to see you here. Thank you so much for the kind comment. We're working on planes. If that's what I'm talking about, air vehicles. We are working on some planes. We have not worked with John from Rip Rocket Photography. Should we be doing that? Let me know. All right, I'm almost like at the 9 o'clock time stamp. Brian Stokes has a question. Notice that the white RAV has a 10 interior. Would it be possible to get a black RAV with 10 interior instead of black? Not currently, Brian, because it's just too many permutations for us to handle. So my sincere apologies. All right. No, this is not a possibility, Charles, because the van is made economically, as I mentioned again, and by that we don't have the means of having the screw on the outside. So the front wheels are screwed from the inside, and the back wheels are actually held together by an axle rod, metal axle rod, like a conventional uh, toy vehicle, toy car that you have that has been manufactured all these years and decades, right? A metal with two, same as our Machina Gullwing, except for the Great White, which is not this method because obviously the wheels are separate, individual. You cannot have a metal rod inside. But for the van, yes, there's a metal rod for the back wheels, so it's done that way. You can't really pull it out. I mean, you can pull it out, but it will not match with the Ramen Racer's wheels because it's totally two different concept. But that, of course, will make us think about future ways of vehicles where everything is interchangeable. Hopefully, if we can get to the state, right? So Kaizen, because the racer was made in such a way that it is from screwing. That's why you can change the wheels. Because other than screws, how does one change wheels? Even the real cars have screws, right? So you can't like plug in and plug out, plug in, plug out, then weaken the joint over time. So the only way to do it is screws. But with screws, that means the construction is different. So currently you can't do that for the van and racer, and you won't be able to do that for some time until we do a retool. But we will take into consideration this, and then maybe there's an MK2 version in future that allows changeability of wheels. Otherwise, the plan now is to make new wheels for the next batch of vans in the future. Okay, if that makes sense. Do you think you'll make a water or air 6-inch vehicle in the near future just under Anderson? You mean like a hovercraft? We will see what the future brings. Okay, not currently no plans, but we'll see what the future brings. We are definitely trying to make stuff that people want. Hey Andrew, thanks for joining the stream. If you're still here, that was like 9 a.m. That's 40 minutes ago. We are over the 90-minute mark. I'm hearing that. Do we have time? We have some time. Okay. All right. So that's right. SDA, one man army. As am I right here now on this stream. It's a one man show. We currently don't have that yet, but I'm sure Luke is working on it. $65 for shipping to Europe. I mean, it's not a small thing. It's volumetric weight. All right. So again, if shipping price is too expensive, then the next best thing is to wait for the Europe reseller to get it in hand, and hopefully the land rates from where the retailer is to your location in Europe will be much more cheaper. That's the best we can uh, try to achieve. But 65 is not, we don't call the shots. We don't call 65, right? Just like when we get on the plane, we can choose the flight price, and sometimes that price is that price. So, you know, yeah, shipping is something that is just the roadblock to successful e-commerce. That is correct. There'll be four option hits, I think, for the barbarian, and we learn a new thing, right? We can probably sell it bare body and add the stuff as accessories, so we don't actually show it. Okay. Before that, just got here. What did you miss? You missed, as per what the scroll bar is showing right now, and some mention on the. I think you were here at 9 o'clock. So okay. Extreme Roundtable podcasts. Wanted to ask if it would be possible to reissue the Desert Tank. So this is something that I think I'll have to apologize, because the commitment was made to the Joe Fest exclusive, and those who bought in then supported the project back then, right? And it has to remain the Joe Fest exclusive. So very sorry about that. You want to see the one on the shelf? Actually, the one on the shelf was already presented via a live stream previously. But since you asked, why not? I'm just gonna head over there. All right, since you ask, I've actually shown this already in a stream. If the camera can focus, which it should, in about 3, 2, here we go. So I showed this previously in a stream, right? This is the prototype. All right. You will notice that this one sounds different from the other one. Right. So this is 3D printed. Right. This is our paint master. So I need to keep this at all costs, so that the factory follows these to a T when they make the production. Right. So this is a prototype. That is a test shot. All right. You get what you asked for. Hey, Clemens, thanks for your continued support. Really appreciate it very, very much. And it's my pleasure to do the stream. All right. Does it change? Does it charge when I order or when it's ready? Yes, the system charges at the time of order, but in this case, for the tanks that you're ordering, there is a deposit, right? But for the van, it's full payment. We get it up front, and then we're processing it to the factory, and then we will ship in first quarter of next year. Am I ready, or are they ready? Are you ready, Gary? It's gonna be a lot of work, a lot of work, a lot of work, man. Pre-orders close on the 1st of October. Not gonna happen, Neil. Yes, I'm trying to get the prototype started. The engineer, along with the tank commander, is something that we are working on. Again, this is the head of the Wolfpack Ace of Aviation. There's new hits that's coming up, which I will take pictures of. I would say next week, right? And what is up with them is we will assess the cost of manufacturing, and then maybe a final what's that? What's the word? A final hurrah or something. We will say if you get us to 2,000 or something tanks, then we will include the tank commander. Or if we get to how many bridges, we'll include the bridge guy. All right. Again, these are all stuff that is in the works for contingency, so that we can actually assist ourselves to get to the MOQ. Currently, we're not there on in terms of the minimum order quantity or the must order quantity for the bridges. Right. We're still striving. There's still time, and the most successful so far is the hunter tank, which you can see live quantity count. It's a 1112 currently. Or is it changed? Let me see. Just refresh. All right. So I think it's something's wrong with the internet. It's currently at 1112 still. Okay. So we have some way to go for the tanks hunter, but we should get there. But again, like I said, if we need more push for the bridge, then the engineer figure is there on standby to be used. All right. Currently, no, John. But if there is progress with a potential partner that we're going to be working on for accessories, then this definitely might be a possibility, right? The updates is that it's prototype done. It has been shown at Joe Fest. We're just waiting for pre-order, and we are spacing out the pre-order because we know that we don't want to stress everybody with everything at one go, right? So we had the RAVs, we had the RAVs, and if we put on the Ramen Racer, Razor all at the same time, then it's just going to be too much for even myself. So tanks was last month. We're extending it this month. This month we're selling the van, and then next month we will do the Razor. Okay. Um, Fire Talks. Thank you for $5. Can't wait to see Kato get his hands on this as my most trusted reviewer. Thank you so much for the kind super chat. Appreciate it. What about an attack boat, Blitz 0065? We'll have to look at that. Okay. We'll have to look at that. Um, Speaking of that, the adapter. So this is the adapter. Hello. There we go. Come on. There we go. So the adapter is this guy, right? Okay. Could I offer a multi-pack for a few of them for other figures? Well, what other figures then? We need to know what other figures. We need to measure the different uh, pack size. But then again, only this guy has the head that can fit an adapter, because all our other heads are heads that already came with the pack hole. So there is nothing to adapt. So it might be a tall order, but I mean, good idea, but it might be a tall order, it might be a bridge too far to achieve. Thank you, Ash Vin, for ordering the van, as well as all these people here, all you guys who have also ordered and then expressed comments that I didn't get to, such as Christopher. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. But yeah, I think I mentioned this already. So how come it's popping up? The vents are 112. That is correct, Thomas. Will there be a lit flame insert for the grill if you do another Inferno for the grill? Wow. Currently, no, Frank, because we're not developing any more things to tool for the flame stuff. So Edison mentioned about the Phantom fan is going to be shipping, I would say, around October. Also, figures to be made for those guys. I am trying to get more artists and sculptors on board, and once that happens, we can look into all these projects. If you're talking about a M113, then there is a possibility. Payments are processed immediately upon placement of orders. Eric, thank you again for the $10 super chat. Ramen, things own a silver bird or keg set, Ace of Aviation, or things you own. Okay. Thank you so much, Eric, for that super chat and to explain that the quality is acceptable for you. We appreciate it, and we're always improving on our stuff. Actually, máquina is not an acronym. Máquina means machine in Spanish. So that's machines. No more acronyms. The sunroof does not open up, but I am looking at the. I just have to check with the factory because the fit might currently be a fit with glue. I might change it to fit like a push fit, and then you can just pop it off to insert other stuff, which is what the next round of development is going to be for the top. If we pop off the sunroof, so-called the plastic part, and that rectangle is just nice to fit something that shoots, right? So, yep. Thank you, Obi Juan. Obi Juan. Will there be any ramen races available for order for those who missed out? Yes, there is going to be another round of races at the end of September, as I just mentioned. So please look out for our updates, and I'm sure I'm going to be doing a live stream on that as well. I think we've done that. I think we've also answered that, Moises. Scott, that's also answered, as long as I get more sculpting talents on board. Also, Matthew, that is something that we just got this out, and then fellow designers and creators are just starting to reach out to collaborate. So we don't know what is the thing yet, but there could be positive stuff in the future. Um, yes, we could probably look into that. Uh, Not as easy as it seems, but we can look into that because maybe I'm not sure who Carson is, but I'm sure Carson is based in the US and can manage the US facility, but we're not based in the US, so getting a distribution facility there to work with might be a bit more risky for us. All right, guys, so many comments. I'm looking through it, hoping to get uh, questions, and so sorry for this an hour, an hour late, almost. Thank you for the 9.99. Beautiful vans. Any way of getting the shipping price down? The shipping is what it is because of the volumetric weight. The current shipper that we're using, I think it's it's myself. I think it's quite reasonable. You know, I'm not sure what method of shipping Valaverse uses, but what we're doing is to pay for the stock in a container that goes over to the other continent, and it gets taken over by the local UPS, and that is the process. Okay. um we will always be doing our best to lower prices, but as it seems now, that is pretty much what it is. So, and then cheap car alternatives, you know, we're always looking into it, right? So thank you so much for the kind comment. I appreciate it, and we will endeavor to make it better, right? That's what I can say. JC Fed, thank you again also for the $10. Love the races, can't wait for the revs. Any thoughts on 112 military boats or aircraft? uh yes, I am going to crack my brains on that, and hopefully it can deliver some good news to you really soon. All right. The dimensions for the mask is a 48 inches wide long and 16 inches depth, and I think it's 20 inches tall. Travis, thank you for the $10. I love to be one of those people, trusted reviewers, rev reviewers. That's a good play on words. That's great. All right, we will be talking. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yes, I think we've answered this. You've asked a few times, so sorry about that. Easy. There's been a lot of demands for it, and I will see how we can possibly do it in the near future. Definitely on my list of stuff to consider. So, John, again, I need to highlight this to the team because if you are among the first 1,000 orders, then you will get the hit. But if you are not among the first 1,000, then there's no hit for that. So if there is and you did not get yours, definitely do email. If you have already done so, then we'll be getting it to you. As I mentioned, we are consolidating what was missed out in one way, and then we consolidating in one wave, and then we will be sending it. I think I've also touched on that as well. RC Creations. Wow, the chat is full of stuff. Currently, the plans are there, but I can't reveal anything yet because we are working on them. The van will be packaged in styrofoam. Wrong, foam, not styrofoam, but foam, like a foam cushion. Not It's not going to be the same as Ramen Racer. Ramen Racer is styrofoam, but for vans we are using just foam. So foam with the van inside, and then with the outer packaging box, and then an outer shipping box. Okay. That's great, Chris. Well, that's wow, man, I'm so far behind on the chat. I'm so sorry, guys. Yes, I'll look into that definitely if it can be licensed. Yes, the Gacha Man will be revealed as and when we are able to, because we are working on getting the initial sculpt and stuff done, and then let's give it the licensor the respect to show them the thing first before we show it to everybody else. All right, we'll be in talks about that. I'm really interested in that song. It's just great, classic. We can look at the alternate wheel packages once we settle down with all these projects. Let me allocate and delegate some tasks to other sculptors to see how we can churn out the different wheels that's required for the next round, next year of Ramen Races. Hey, G, good to see you here. I'm so far behind. So sorry. Uh, all the vans have the sunroof, but they do not open. Again, for reasons of manufacturing. We already have a good tank coming, so to introduce another tank right now would not be so good. Let's push on with this first. Will the winter offering of the 80s Commanders be produced? The winter offering. Yeah, we are. If it's the original tree, then it's already on a website that we are rehashing the packaging for the retro ones. So go check it out on our website, please, if that's what you're asking. Yes, Joseph, there will be Ace of Aviation Wave 2, Series 2. So please, in fact, we're working on the thing right now. So the delay on the lens. 2025 preview, yeah, it's gonna happen at the end of the year, as I did last year. Oh, so sorry. Yes, I'm 40 minutes back in the chat. Oh, is there a way to get one updated with the chat when one is streaming? I would love to know the secret sauce. Thank you, Master Sun, for the $2. When do we expect Desert Phalanx? When do we expect Desert Phalanx Bridge Layer sale? It's on right now, sir. Thank you. Christopher, I haven't received my second order for the tech set. Yes, because whoever ordered now will not receive it until we make the production, which I've just explained. All the keg sets orders from last year were already delivered because everything was made and delivered. And because there was demand for more, that's why we put up the product for reorder sometime in July, and we need the time to consolidate the orders, make the production, and hence your second order you have not received is because it's not yet in production, but it will be ready soon. And as I've mentioned at the top of the hour, that it will be delivered by or before December. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for the tidbit of information. I will get something like that next time. All right, Glenn. So another screenshot for the team. You are an early backer, but still haven't received the Ramen Racer. We'll check that out. Okay. So once again, my apologies for yourself being an early backer, and I am also shocked that you have not received your Ramen Racer. So there must be something wrong, and let's sort it out. All right. Apologies, Glenn, but we will sort it out. We will see the prototypes for the tank drivers and engineer really soon next week, as I've revised the head sculpts, because we did the head sculpts and obviously it didn't turn out too good. They have been revised, and then I will have pictures next week. The upgraded black van, but don't want the silver rims. Yes, it's been changed, right? So initially it was silver, but I changed it to the Raider, which is all black. Yes, Clements is currently available now on the website for the bridge, which is in desert color. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate it. The recoil is not all black. The recoil is recoil. The final product will be metallic gray, black with red, exactly as what we showed. So let's just clear that up. The bonus item with the Marshall is a website exclusive. So as long as you get it from our website, you will get the bonus items. We are looking to get that done, because quite honestly, the one I'm wearing now is very low quality, and we don't want to be selling low quality stuff. It's only here to wear for the stream and to attend shows. But once this get washed a few times, it's bad, right? The shape goes out of way, and we don't want to sell you something like that. So neither do we want to give it away. I mentioned that we might give it away because if it's economical for us, we can give it away. But then again, I don't want to give away something that you can't, that you, after a few washes it gets out of shape. Then it shows that, oh, what is this? Why are you giving me a product that is like that? So we are looking. We're not expert at shirts, but we are looking at how we can get a good quality shirt that doesn't disintegrate after a few washes. And then once I'm satisfied with the quality, then we can probably have that as a merch for sale. That's the current plan, right? Because I am concerned that if we get this out now, it's not going to be good. Yes, updated on the Razor. Just mentioned, we're waiting for pre-orders. Everything is done in terms of the prototypes, the paint masters. There's a price break, obviously, just like the Ramen Racer. If you order two instead of 50 times 2, you're getting $90 instead. But again, if you want the full more specific rates, please do email us, and then we'll do our best to get back to you. It's not immediate, but we'll do our best to get back to you as soon as we can for pricing. But definitely there will be a price break, so to speak, because we can consolidate two, three pieces in one single airway bill or some kind of bill they call it, and that would reduce the price factually, right? Factually. Will more information on Gatchaman be coming? Will it be a single member at first or multiple at once? We are doing vehicles with a figure. The figure is 70 mm tall, about 3 inches, and the first product is the Eagle Sharp vehicle, and we will provide more information as and when we show off to the licensor, and then they get back to us with some feedback. Then we can actually show it to everybody. All right. Same thing. Okay. This one is good quality. This one is okay. But we just need time to get this on the website and have the shipping and everything. Again, we're concerned that shipping this is like, I don't know, $20 US. So that's the concern. Let me once again remind the team on when we can put this up for order and then what exactly is the shipping cost. But yes, we have already allocated the ramen heads. Thank you so much for your interest, Carl. Appreciate it so much. Todd loves toys. Thank you for the $2. Got the RR and AOA and super impressed. Thank you so much. And we will keep on improving. Keep on improving. If you want the black van with silver rims but with upgraded accessories, oh, then you will have to get the Raider and put it over, because the whole reason behind myself making the change is because I felt that the black paint that was initially used as the name was simply just a stock black with the add-on parts. And then if people bought that, then they felt that they're buying two of the same thing, right? So that's why I changed it to that of the Raider. But now if you need that to go the other way, then I'm so sorry. Until we figure out a way to include the parts as a separate package, which we probably will in the future, but not as a standalone separate package just like that, because again, shipping is not going to be cheap. We might incorporate more items, more accessories to include with that pack, so that the whole pack makes it worthwhile to buy and reasonable to ship. All right, so that will be the next thing that we can think about, and then we can fulfill your wants of the silver rims with the accessories. Okay, plastic bottles. Thank you so much, and thank you all guys for all these affirmation of the orders. I really appreciate it. The whole team appreciate it so much. That is correct. It is the recoil. Yes, Dodo. I will need to check that out because I bought this and everything is in Mandarin Chinese text and I can't read it. Apparently, the unit is a Chinese consumer version and there's no English menu, none whatsoever. So I'll need to check out exactly how to do this. But yes, I know about this function, just haven't confirmed that it's done because I can't access the menu. That's great, Ron. That is desirable because we want to put out more races. Definitely, definitely. Hey, 78 points of articulation. Thanks for joining the stream. Although I'm addressing your comment like 40 minutes late. Oh my goodness, we're really running into overtime, guys. But thank you so much because you guys are giving so many input and comments and questions. If I ordered Ramen Racer and both packs from another company, if there's any issues with anything, do I go through them or come through you with proof of purchase? Well, if it's a distributor, then please go through them first, because at the end of the day, replacement of parts through the distributor is going to be cheaper. Um, but if it's from an eBay thing, then if you come to us, then we may have to uh, some fees may be applicable. All right, so we will deal on an individual basis. We'll look at the situation. There is no hard and fast rule. We will do our best to assist, but because sometimes it is from a third party, we don't guarantee if the issues were first hand or second hand. All right, but we'll look into it definitely. Thank you, sir. This message keeps popping up. Okay. Or maybe because I missed answering it, so it was asked again, which I understand. No problem. All right, going through. Can I still get the bonus items? Yes. If you order it from our website, it will be there. Answered on this, shown a prototype. Oh, now I know what's chip. Okay, understand. Okay, I've seen chip, but I've not seen. I've only seen that as a I think as a movie. We'll see. We'll see. We'll endeavor to do things right. That's an interesting comment. Songs. Well, the question is, the final version will be gray black. No, it's you can see the video, right? Look at the video. I've just shown the prototype. It's definitely not all black. Okay, it's definitely two tones. 30 days as usual. All our early birds are all 30 days. So that'll be the 1st of October. Yes, Mike has already sent an email, sent a message, and I'm trying to get on a email response with him. Thank you very much. I think I've gone through this. John is shipping October. Whew. If if there is a way of doing this, holograms are still available. We can still make them for sure. But can we innovate even more advanced methods? Is the question. So, George, this will be shipping out before the end of the fourth quarter. So, before December, you'll definitely get it. Yes, we will. If there are actual companies doing this in South America, please do recommend them to us because we have not actually known about these companies yet. October, as I've mentioned. What's the difference between the black versions of the van? The difference is the color, right? The black stock black is black with silver trims and silver wheels. The Raider is dark steel instead of silver, black wheels, and add-on parts. I am trying to get images of the interior, but apparently my camera angle cannot do it. That's the actual limitation. So I tried to get, because the door opens at a certain angle, and that's the only way, the line of sight. If I try to angle it, then the door gets in the way, right? I can only show the part where the door is ajar, open, for me to look into the interior. So that is actually a limitation of my equipment. All right. Of course, Leroy, there's going to be more vehicles. Thank you, Andrew. And all the information is putting us into overtime. I don't expect this to be 2 hours, approaching 2 hours and 30 minutes, because I value your time. You guys have other things to attend to. So I was hoping that it would just wrap up in 90 minutes. Um, yeah. And I got to get to this super chat here from Anderson Storm, who gives a $5 to thank, and we thank you. Thank you, sir. All right. All right. So one more um, to give the guys. So please, again, email sales to do with tracking info. All right. So EH, it will arrive. All right. We will sort out. We'll have a round table and sort out what was the issue before that got us into a situation whereby people are not getting the things that was sent out at the same time. So um no, there are black windows. There are, of course, windows. There are windows for sure. If you're talking about the first ever 80s commanders, no, we don't have that anymore. But if you're talking about the current 80s commanders in the retro packaging, it's available. So yeah, hopefully what you want is available versus earlier on, which is not. I believe it's 50 for one. Two will not be 50. It will be more than that. Vans do not have suspension. Again, economical. I hope that you have actually listened to my explanation, because this is a late message. I think I addressed this earlier on. Thank you guys for helping me to answer the chat, as well as I'm just blabbering away answering some of the earlier questions. Thank you all so much for all the kind comments. This is why it makes the whole thing rewarding, right? That the work done is loved and appreciated by all, and that strives us on to make even better things, right? It's all about improvement, seeing what we missed the last time round, improve it on the next round. Possible, right? Jorge, possible, possible. Just that there's so many motorcycles, which ones, which ones. So, mm. The skill is actually, as I mentioned before, Machina skill. So 3-inch figures and accompanying size vehicles. Yes, that is correct, but it's not 112 now. Was it? Huh? What? Yes, I got a pickup model that I would model after. Yes, we are truly saddened that we have to take Puerto Rico, Hawaii, and another place off the list. Again, it's not because we don't want to ship it there, it's because there is no option for some reason that I don't know, which is why I simply hate logistics. I have no idea what's going on. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. It's it's whether do I have the bandwidth to go about doing it, right? The bandwidth. Hopefully, Sean, you got my answer on this one. Yes, there will be another run, so don't have to pay like eBay prices. Yes, also I mentioned that, but with new hair. Thank you so much, Flamingo Sauce. Really appreciate it. Right, the people are seeing the fruits of the labor. So this was addressed. Yes, there is Windows, obviously. Yes, I promised a Q&A, so I got to go and find the Q to A. Oh man. Again, I wanted it to be 90 minutes. I value your time, long-winded streams. I think we got to the end of it. Thanks so much. So, Corn Husky, $5. I'm looking forward to my Ramen Racer arriving tomorrow. And I just pre-ordered for the Raider. Thank you so much, Corn Husky. And thank you for the $5 super chat. So, on that note, guys, it's been over 2.5 hours. I am so grateful that most of you have stayed on to listen to the live stream of Ramen Toy and myself speaking about our products, our obstacles on shipping and stuff like that, and how we endeavor to always keep on improving to make sure that it's right. And I want to thank everybody for the support on the armored vehicles. Thank you for you know the guys we've met at Joe Fest. Such a great honor to meet you guys person to person. Some of you we've maintained contact after that. It's just great. We're looking forward to the next Joe Fest, the next PowerCon, next time we get to the US to mingle again. But in the meantime, we have got to get all these projects processed into production. Tanks are in effect still improving as I speak, and I'll be showing you guys the improvements really soon. And then we are already tooled on the van. We are going to refine it and then get into production once the orders tells us the amount that we need to do. And then Ramen Racer, don't fear, there will be more but different, so that the value of the original racers will be maintained for those who backed it early. There will be new racers with differences so that it differentiates from the first. And then we're going to be going on to pursue the other Machina stuff, the other prototypes that we're working on. And then everything will come, right? And then there will be more updates from us really soon on the next live stream. But in the meantime, as always, guys, take care. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys really soon.